Hi guys, and thanks for joining me in another one of my videos today. Today I'm just going to talk about putting a positive spin on whatever seems to come up in your mind, because we have so many thoughts. I think we have around 60 to 74,000 thoughts a day. And they reckon about 80% of them are even redundant or negative thoughts, repetitive, same old crap really, that just keeps coming up and up. And you can't help it. The mind is what the mind, you can't control it, basically what I'm saying is. Because if I say to you now, look, don't think of a pink elephant, do not, whatever you do, think of a pink elephant, I bet you a pink elephant is up in your mind, didn't it? You saw a pink elephant, because you can't help it, but what you do have control over is how you react after the thought, basically, whatever you put after that thought. So that is the thing that you do have control over. And it's what we call reframing, putting in a solution or an answer that puts it to bed, basically, rather than it rattling around in your head. I'll give you an example. You could say to yourself, oh damn, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late for this meeting. I'm stuck in traffic. And there was a film once, I think it was called The Adjustment Bureau, and they everything was happening for a reason. Everything was set out in life to make this person be where they're meant to be. And a great reframe that I would use in that situation is, oh crap, I'm going to be late. Maybe there's a reason why I'm late, because if I wasn't late, if I'd arrived, when I was supposed to arrive, I may have been involved in that accident up the road and killed. So if you sort of put a spin on it, that the universe has always got your back and it's looking out for you, in every situation, it's working for your highest good, and then you can put things like that to bed. I just had an instant, actually. I've just finished eating my packed lunch, and I was absolutely gutted when I realised that I didn't put my Bounty bar in there. I love my chocolate. Those of you know me, I'm a bit of a chocoholic, and I was gutted. But then I reframed it, and I had some grapes in there, and I thought, obviously, the universe want me to keep a bit slim, so that's a little bit less workout to do in the gym or on my run, maybe. So I was gutted about not having the chocolate bar, but then I put a positive spin on it. I thought, right, yep, the universe is obviously looking out for me, wants me to lose a bit of weight, keep a bit trim. I had the grapes instead. Little things like that, because if you don't put them to bed, they rattle around in your head. It rhymes. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. It just rattles around. So you've got to, what I call, put a positive spin on everything that happens. And you can do that. Like I say, you cannot control what pops up, what arises in your mind, but you can control what you do after it. So it's always that bit after it. I used to have this, well, I still use this theory that I learned on one of my audio books, which is called the ERO theory. And the E is the event, and the R was the response, and the O was obviously the outcome. And the event you can't often help, that's going to happen whatever. The response is the thing that you do have power over, and the O is the outcome. So obviously, depending on what your R is, will determine the O, the outcome. And it's the same with that, really. So you have got, we're not all victims in life. You think, oh, I can't help this, can't help that. Yeah, you can't help what rises in the mind. You can't help what comes up. But what you can help is how you choose to react, or what you replace with it. And it just changes your life. And it just becomes a bit of habit, really. And for me, for years and years, I was just putting negative crap in the way. And I think for me, what changed me was that this ain't working. It took me a long time to start doing this, and I still now even fall back in it and go, it doesn't make adversity any easier. But once it's like anything really, you've got to keep doing it. It's like exercise. You can't go to the gym once a month and expect to have a body like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but it's practice, little and often, and you've got all day to practice this stuff, because it just comes up all the time. I see life as a spiritual gym, and we have lots of opportunities throughout the day to practice these little things. So try it, try it on something today will come up and you think, right, remember what Rick said, let's try and reframe this to a positive, and you put it to bed. Because it's when it's rattling around in your head, and the more you overthink stuff, and why did that happen? You're making it stronger, and you're making yourself more stressed, and we're all energy, and we're using more of our energy up. So just put it to bed, put a positive spin on it. I gave you a couple of my examples. And give it a go. Cheers, guys. Much love.